Hi, Flosstube. Joan from Made by Mama Joan and Kelsey. Kelsey's here and no kids.
Yay! Except I hear the cat in the background.
The cat's eating.
And I told him to be quiet before we started, so I don't know why he's not listening.
And we're sitting in, today is Thursday, July 9th.
Jinx!
Okay, what a deal. And we're sitting in my newly finished sunroom. Yes, can you hear the angels singing? Almost everything is done in our house. I can't hardly stand it.
It looks great.
It really does. We just have a few little incidentals to do and then the usual, little things that need to be done. But basically it's done. Woot woot. So we're sitting in the sunroom and it's not very sunny.
No, not today. I know, I thought it was supposed to be sunny today, but
It's really crappy. It's been crappy weather. I don't know how it's been where you guys are, but it's been crappy hot.
very hot and humid.
Yeah, it's been ugly and for a long time for Minnesota.
Yes. Good for my garden though. My tomatoes have been
Growing.
flourishing.
So there you have it.
Speaking of tomatoes, I have a surprise for you, Mom.
Uh-oh.
I saw something on Instagram, I just had to buy it for you. Okay, open it up.
I have no idea what this is. Speaking of tomatoes, where did you get this?
There is a seller on Instagram, she sells vintage stuff and just one-off things here and there. And she sold a bunch of crafty type stuff this past week. And I saw that and I had to have it for you.
So is this something that was made 100 years ago?
Yeah.
Wow, it's leaking the stuffing.
Here we go.
Look at how dang cute that is.
Cute little vintage
I wonder what that is in there.
tomato.
Is that little sawdust in there?
Super vintage though, look at that.
With some vintage, thanks Kels.
You're
With
welcome.
some
Knit needles too.
vintage Coates and Clark needles. I don't even know. Will you be able to see that?
There's one needle in here too. Yeah, look at it, it's leaking right there.
I know, it's got a hole in it. You can see, okay, so it came in this little baggie. And there's a vintage button in there. Oh, how cool is that?
I'll have
Thanks.
to. You're welcome.
Speaking of tomatoes, should we go into my other little tomato things?
Yes, let's.
So, my daughter-in-law is very crafty with, she doesn't stitch or anything like that, but she's artsy.
She's an artist. She's very talented with everything, painting, creating with her hands.
So I said to her, can you make me some little tomato charms and stick pins, and I want some little bees. So look what she made. I hope you can see the detail of those tomatoes. Look at, these are all on, and the bees, aren't they dang cute? Her and my granddaughter made these. And then she did make me a few tomatoes that can be charms. There's 3 of them here that I can put little clips on, or I don't know what you want to.
You can make it into a charm.
Right, so I can have little zipper pulls, but aren't they the cute? But they're so dang cute.
They're very cute.
So thanks, Mackenzie, you did a good job. So Kelsey's come out with this new segment.
A new segment. It's called
WIWO?
Yes, what I'm working on. WIWO is what I'm working on. It is a segment where Made by Mama Joan will just talk about something that she's been working on this past week, and you try to guess the designer or the
Name of the chart.
name of the chart, and at the end of the video, Mama Joan will reveal who it actually was or what it actually was, and you can see if you're right.
Well, I have had this for a little bit, and I don't even remember. I try to write down when I start things. I don't think I did on this one, but it's you want me to say what it's going to end up being? when
Yes,
it
sure,
grows
that's
up?
fine, yeah.
So it will be a Pinkeep, but it's like kind of a huge one. It's not like a little pillow one. It's like a huge one.
That is going to be a huge one.
I know, isn't it?
Yes.
Could really frame it.
Yeah, you could. That's going to be like a pillow I could put my head on.
It is really big. It would be a cool big pillow though.
It would be.
It's a prim type design. It's very cute.
Floral. It's got a date on it.
It's got a basket.
Maybe we could hint at the designer and then they could hint at the actual design. It's a primitive designer.
Yes. There you have it.
Stay tuned to the end of the video to find out what
Dun dun dun.
design it is. Okay.
So there's that. This particular one I did touch this last week, and then I'm also working on, which I'll show, my modern folk embroidery sal, because I'm really trying to keep up with the monthly thing of it, because I'm usually not good at that. I'll join a sal that is like a monthly release one, and then like about this time it falls to the wayside. And so I'm really trying to consciously keep up with it every month. And like June's I finished 2 days before the end of June, but I'd been busy, and I've been busy this month too. And in fact, next week I'm flying to South Carolina to bring a daughter home.
North Carolina.
No, was it North Carolina? Oh yeah, North Carolina, sorry. Duh. Yeah, I'm going to North Carolina. So I'll be gone for a few days next week. I'm flying down on a Tuesday, and I think we'll load up the truck and leave and start back on Wednesday or Thursday, and we won't drive straight through because that's just too much. Okay, so this particular Blackbird design book, I think I want to stitch everything on it. The sampler on the back, I really want to stitch. So this will draw into part of my stash enhancement that I got today. So there's this box. It goes to the pear one in there.
This one?
No. So I ordered this from Teresa's Primitive Treasures on Etsy. And so I'd like to stitch that and paint up this box and get that done. There is quite a few things that I really want to stitch in there. A lot of our handful of drum pin keeps, and I've seen a few people, they've done this particular,
She works with Willing Hands in Delight here down in the
I've seen a
corner.
couple of them on Instagram, so that's what I want to, there's one of what I want. We should probably keep a tally.
Yes.
So what I want to work on, what I need to work on, and I think I'm going to take with me when I go traveling, because I won't have a lot of stitching time, but I'll have some, is, this is Merrick's.
Oh boy, he'll get a stocking this year, hopefully.
Well, he really should, because, oh geez, I'm just dropping everything. So this is the stocking I'm doing for Kelsey's youngest. All the other boys have theirs, of course, done.
It is Bent Creek Christmas Carols.
And that's my progress. So I'll have this done for this next Christmas. I just really only have the top name part, little wreath thing to put on. So that's what I need to work on.
I'm gonna work behind the scenes now.
What do you mean you're gonna work behind the scenes?
Because so I can put the camera on you, and
Oh, great.
it's been wonderful. Now to Made by Mama June.
Oh, geez. Okay, I'm gonna show you the progress on my sale piece. So there's my Modern Folk Embroidery 2020 sale. It's coming along. It really, I guess it's not, it doesn't seem like it takes a lot of time, I guess, once you get working on it. And I've made quite a bit of progress. So I'm it's only the 9th of the month. I'm gonna have this done in no time.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one of the things that I've been working on. The cat's gonna come and hop on the other chair.
Now the cat's gonna be the co-host here.
Kitty boy. There's my kitty boy.
Yeah.
There, he's gonna just.
Do you have some stitching to share? No? Okay. All right.
Let's talk about some of the things I've accumulated in the last, I didn't do a video last week.
Mm-mm.
Did I?
Yeah, it's been 2 weeks now.
Yeah, so this will be my 2 weeks. So I've accumulated a few things. I got this little Longaberger basket from, there's my Vanna. Actually, it was from my son's mother-in-law. She was selling it, and I thought, oh gosh, I need to have that. And the price was right, it's only $5. Then, of course, I saw people talking about this little horn book that Hobby Lobby has in their fall stuff. So I had to purchase that. Now I'm trying to decide what I need to put in it. I stopped at a thrift store. I think it was the Goodwill. And so I don't know if any of you know who Lori Holt is. She's a quilter. Well, and she's doing some kind of cross-stitching stuff. But her, I believe her blog is Bee in My Bonnet. And she does a lot of vintage things. She designs fabric. And so I was looking, so she collects all these different vintage things and whatever, and she just did a little segment on buying things and turning them into pin cushions. So I was at the Goodwill and I found that. I'm not sure I'm going to keep that one in there yet, but that's just kind of a, I don't know, temporary thing. Maybe I might try to find something different fabric. So I got that little basket, and go check out the tutorial. It's kind of fun. So she does a lot of things with these small, I think these are like little planter things.
Like for
Little plants or flowers or whatever. I got that. And then there was this little teacup, and I just thought the little teacup would be cute to make a pin cushion out of. You just gotta find the right fabrics, I'm thinking. So I found them little treasures at the Goodwill. I had some time to kill last week when I was down in the cities. So then I found this, and it's not like an authentic shaker box by any means, but it looks pretty. For $2.99, less my senior discount. Are you a senior? Yes, I am. 25% off. So I bought that little, now I just, again, need to find something to put in it. And then this kind of intrigued me. One of the reasons it did is because it was made by somebody.
Sarah Peter Shine, age 18, year 2009, Millersburg, Ohio.
So I just thought, I bought it because it holds sewing notions. And then around the outside perimeter, there's these
spindles.
Yes. So I thought they'd be good, pull one of those out. I thought it'd be a good place to put my little sulky petite, threads. I thought it'd be a cute little thing to store it in. So I contemplated buying it, and then I thought, I'm gonna buy that, and it'll make, I don't know exactly where I'm gonna put it, but I just thought it was really a cool, and I'm wondering if she did make, like, did she weave that basket?
Yeah,
I don't know. And so I just thought,
Thank you, Sarah.
I just thought it was cute. So then, what did I do? I also stopped at I met a friend at my local needlework shop at Stitchville last week. I had a hookup with her to get sawdust. She's my sawdust connection. So I met up with her, and of course I was at Stitchville, so I bought a few items. I bought some Belle Soie because I picked one up for my friend and I thought, I need to have one too. I picked up some velveteen lady dot creates and some rickrack because when you're working on stuff, I don't know, it just,
Like to have it on hand.
yeah. Then because I'm making strawberries and somebody had mentioned something about putting emery in them, one of my customers actually, and she was asking if I would make her one, and I thought, I gotta make my own with emery, so I bought some emery. What can I say? I just had to have that. I picked up this little tweezer scissors. Now I haven't used it yet, but again, one of my stitching cronies has it, and she says, oh, you should try it, so I did that. Then the friend I met brought this, she'd stitched this and it was finished and it looked so, she brought it to Stitchfield to get it framed, and it was so pretty that I bought the pattern. So this would go in my, what I want to work on.
Lila's Studio with the needle too.
And then I also had to get this one because I had to.
Teresa Kogut,
Kogut, yeah.
CW samplers.
So I did.
Land that I love.
I got that. I happened to be looking for some fabric. I found this. It has bees and, because you know, bees and
Bees and butterflies.
butterflies and dragonflies, and so about that. Then somebody was having a Victorian needle arts. Ugh, I should have. Anyway, she was having a sale on linen, so I bought a hunk of linen. That's R&R linen. I can't. What's the Plum Street?
Plum Street blue. I can't read that.
Blend.
Blend.
I
Okay.
bet you it's Plum Street Blend. And then I belong to the Color and Cotton Fabric Linen Club, and that arrived this month, so I was excited about that. So I got all that stuff this last couple of weeks, and then I did buy some patterns online. I indulged myself in this Notforgotten farm.
Complete with a coffee stain.
Yeah, there's a story to that, but yeah. I got this one from her, and then I also wanted the other, it's the Sewing Berry. What was that one, the one that, oh here, yeah, right here. So I got that. I saw someone post on Instagram this particular pattern. And a couple of these I've stitched, I'll show you them. I did get some other stitching done and I gotta finish. And then I saw a couple people have stitched this one, and because bees, I thought I gotta get that. And then, oops, here's a straggler from, and because it's a beehive. Okay, so since I did show that one, here is my stitched piece. I decided on the 4th of July that I was going to do some stitching of.
And this is the Country Rustic Primitive.
Yes, so I hadn't had time to finish it off, FFO it, but I did do that. And then Stone Street Stitchworks had a freebie.
Glory.
And yeah, she says there's only certain words in that you can
Spell out in the alphabet.
Yes. So I did the red, white, and blue, and did glory in the blue. I think this is just the chart that came. And then my other finish that I stitched before the 4th of July was, this is that Notforgotten Farm, one of the strawberry patterns that I bought. So I stitched that, and then I finished it up and stuffed it with sawdust. So there's my kind of overdone I bought a lot.
Your indulgence.
Yeah, I did indulge.
It's not pathetic.
So I did get some stitching. I did get some little things done because one of my goals was, like I said, to stitch over the 4th of July and get some stuff done, and I did. And that's all of that. I do want to mention, because I'm going to be gone, I won't have a shop. I won't be releasing anything new this weekend. I will the following weekend, and that will be some more, I have some more out-of-print Blackbird fabric that I will be releasing. So just a little blurb on that. Although you can check out my shop, there's still some things listed. I still have a few of the Blackbird one I listed 2 weeks ago, but there's only like 5 or 6, I think, left maybe. Anyway, you can go check out my Etsy shop, Made by Mama Joan. So then here's my reveal of what I was working on. I'll show it like this first. So that's how far I am. That really turned out to be a big piece. When I bought the chart, so it's a Stacy Nash, and it's called Fresh Picked, I believe.
Fresh picked Pinkeep.
So that's what I've been working on, besides my Sal piece, which it wouldn't be hard for you to guess because I've talked about it almost every time I get on here since the beginning of the year. So I think that pretty much, so that's the last of, there's our reveal. We'll see how you like our first
WIWO.
Okay, let me know what you think of our first WIWO, and if you think maybe we should keep going with it. So let me know what you think about this new little segment we've come up with, and be sure to check me out on Instagram at Made by Mama Joan, and Facebook, which you can check me out there, and then of course go check out my shop on Etsy, Made by Mama Joan. And then I hope you have a great weekend. I'm kind of hoping it cools off here. I want to thank people for commenting. I think next time too, I was going to talk a little bit about my strawberries, but I think I'll wait till the next time. And I don't know, I probably won't get one done next week. It'll probably have to be the following week. But then we should have another new person. We can bring Chaz back. So be sure to watch for my strawberries. I know people commented last time on my strawberries that they'd like to see me, they would buy my strawberries. So I'm trying to find some time to do a couple of them. I will show you in the next video what I have come up with, and we'll go from there. So like I said, I hope everybody has a great weekend, great next week. And I'll see you probably the week after next when I'm back with Chaz, and we'll talk about that excitement. Thanks. Bye-bye.